Welcome back to my off-grid series where my wife and I have bought a raw piece of acreage in Northern Australia with no grid utilities like water, waste or electricity. We'll be leaving the city behind and building everything from the ground up. It's very exciting and frightening at the same time. So our plan was to sell our house in Townsville and move up to our Wandekla property, build a big shed, which is done, and then like a granny flat, tiny home style building. So we ordered a kit shed, and that's going to be like a shed house. Right now we're just looking for a place to put this shed house on the block of land, and we did find a place. It needs a little bit of land work using the bulldozer. As you can see in the videos there, it looks a little bit more exaggerated, but our block of land has a bit of a gradient to it across it. So we need to do a little bit of cutting and filling for this building to be put on a concrete slab. The building's only going to be very modest, 8 meters by 6 meters with a 3-meter veranda. I'm not looking at building a big family home. So once again, John on the dozer, he did a fantastic job there getting that pad nice and level and ready for the shed. Now, it's going to take a little while for the concrete to come, but the shed kit came much earlier than expected. And it sat there and sat there until the rains came, and now it's all overgrown. So the rains have been a bit of a problem for us. You can see there's some washing out on that batter there and a bit of erosion. We've got a bit of work ahead of us to try and eliminate that erosion using some hay bales and some guttering and channeling and all that sort of stuff.
Good girl.
We had 55 millimetres of rain last night on the shed roof. It's 144 square metres, the roof space, so for every 1 mil of rain that we get, 144 litres of rainwater goes into the tank. It's already at full capacity. So this is spilling 8,000 litres. So we just get overflow.
Them and check Nala, check me. That's it, we're putting the place up for sale.
That's the only leech in Queensland, but
no, it's get rid of it, kill it. I want to take my shoes off and check every part of me.
Probably time to give you a bit of an update here. We haven't been doing any building because the weather, it's been just a little too wet. The ground's too wet to get trucks and machinery. You'll probably get bogged. So this is the pad I'm standing right now where the shed house is going to be, and it's going to be 9 metres by 8 metres. But the living area will be 9 metres by 6. We've got a veranda on it, so it's still very wet. We've got to do a bit of work with drainage here. I have lost my slot, my concreting slot. Ryan, the concreter, because of the weather, he's moved on to other jobs, so I don't know when we're going to get that done. But what I can do is do a bit of trench work and do a little bit of drainage on here on this pad. It needs it. I need to get the water off it, and I've just got to work out how best to do that. I can't wait to get building, but I just can't get a start. Very keen, but I can't get going, unfortunately. So meanwhile, whilst I'm waiting, I'll just have to keep moving our gear from Townsville to Wandekla. At this stage here, I had a lot of trouble with my chain block. I couldn't let go of that chain there, otherwise it just zipped to the floor. So I ended up having to pull it apart and try and find the problem. Well, I pulled it apart and put a tiny bit of oil on this return spring here. That was just stuck out, it was frozen out. Cleaned up the clutch, reassembling it now. A little bit of Moly Bond on the multi-start threads, and let's put it back together. Oh yeah, how cool. here's something that didn't go quite to plan. On the way up, the back fell out because I restacked the drawers with a lot of stuff in it, and the weight of those drawers pushed on the back, which is only just lightly glued and nailed in place, so I'll have to reattach the back, unfortunately. That's the way it goes. I'm keeping this one because this is one that Jimmy gave me with his own hand when I visited in 2017. Well, this is a sad day for me. This workbench has been with me for a number of years. It's been the centre of my projects for probably at least 7 years or so. It's going today. I've sold it. It's just easier for me to sell it. I'll make a new one when I get up to the new property. Sometimes you just got to let things go, you know. So if it goes to a good home, I guess that's a good thing. I am very sentimental. It's been difficult, you know. I've kept a lot of the kids' things when they were going through their first year of school, and I've had to let that stuff go. Goes to the bin at the end of the day. Everything goes in the bin, I suppose, isn't it? But it's been a good trip down memory lane, but also quite joyous and sad at the same time. It's a mixture of sweet and bitterness. It's the way it goes, isn't it? I mean, just over here, I've marked all the heights when the kids were growing up on the shed wall there over the years, and my son, he's about that much taller than me, which is not hard really, but so I'm taking photographs of that sort of thing and have to prepare our next stage of our lives and have new beginnings and new memories, and let the kids have their own memories too as they go through life. You might get the impression that it's been raining non-stop for months and months. It hasn't. It's just I'm waiting to put the concrete down for basically our shed house. But when the concrete is ready, it's been raining and the ground's been too wet to get trucks on the land. And when the ground's ready, the concrete is not ready. You know, so it's kind of a little bit hit and miss. And next week there's a slot available, but there's a big monsoonal trough hanging about, and it's pouring with rain, so I don't know if we're going to get anything done. Well, that's about it. I know it's not much, nothing too exciting, but hopefully we'll have something better for you in the near future. Thank you for watching. See you in the comments. See you on the next one.